app on your phone that rolls D20s, and you needed to talk about it?
Well, so here's the situation that I'm in. I'm currently in Fire Island, New York, with my lovely fiancée Jill and 11 of her friends. And rather than making fun of me for playing D&D, they're all super into it and they want to play.
Oh hell yeah!
And so I've been reading the player's handbook. I'm like. This is the only room I can say that and people will be proud of me.
Good job. Great work.
Jill would just quietly get up from the dinner table.
Just take her plate to like the sink.
I love the idea of you guys just eating in total silence and then you looking up and being like, holy shit, we should have brought Balnor to the elemental chaos. We could have leveled him up. He would have had a second attack.
And you just hear the clinking of her
Just, like,
plate as she puts a fork onto it and walks away.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm going to bed.
Hanging out in the loft area, and then I stepped back onto the coffee table, but I stepped through it.
Were you by yourself? What kind of?
No, I was with Jill and two friends of hers who were visiting.
Nice. Okay. And they were egging you on.
Yeah.
They were like, go, Jake, go.
Yeah, everybody was like, Jake, let's call it a night. I was like, no, you have to hear the second time.
Listen.
I've been to hell.
Really? Never?
Never been to hell.
Where'd you go for your honeymoon?
Jill and I went to the Catskills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not to talk too much about myself, but when I got engaged, I posted a photo on Instagram, and like all of these Jake and Amir fans are like quoting videos like, "Who is this diva roach?" Who's like, it's from the video, but then like my uncle is there, and Jill's uncle is like,
yeah,
they're like, congrats, and then I don't know. People are just you facing the day, you facing your shitty life every single day, Jake. You're an inspiration.
Every day you wake up as yourself.
Every day you wake up in the bed that your wife makes you sleep in. That's not the one that she is in.
Every morning you wake up on the love seat. Jillian holds the phone out and says, "Look what they're saying about you."
I don't even have a fucking cot. I sleep on a love seat with an ottoman.
Your spine is taking a fucking toll.
You sleep in late because you have a really hard time sleeping at night, and every morning you wake up to Jill sipping a cup of coffee, looking at her phone, and coldly saying to you, "Did you see the comments?
Did you see what they're saying about you?"
And then under her breath she says, "They're all right. They're all right."
And then she goes to work, and she says, "Have fun playing around with your podcast today."
She turns the heat off before she leaves, too. My apartment is freezing. We have a nest that I can't control.
Yeah, she says, it's work hours. Go to the office. She drinks the last sip of coffee, then leaves.
But darling, may I? Oh, okay.
She pours out the rest of the pot straight into the garbage.
I chew the grounds that she leaves in the garbage to get my caffeine.
Oh, my God.
To go. If any of us ever get a terminal illness,
swallow a D20 instead.
Don't unplug the machine.
Shove a
Put a
D20
in my mouth.
I have a cyanide D20 with me for every live show. Just imagining Jake on life support and his family being like, his podcast co-host should really be here. And that's going and just shoving D20 in your mouth.
Mr. and Mrs. Hurwitz, we read his living will.
They all...
we'd love a moment with Hardwood Jorwood if you don't mind.
They all tearfully shoved a D20 down his throat, then whispered, "But this is ridiculous."
We hurried his wife out of the room and quietly murdered him with D20.
You wanted it this way.
You're going to Moradin.
It's weird because it was just a sprained ankle.
Jill hadn't been there to visit for 2.5 weeks.
She was skiing.
You can't just cancel a ski trip.
Especially not when they're with your ex, Trevor. He's really particular. Yeah. They're just friends, but
he's just a great skier. He's super rich, but he works a lot.
That's right. Yeah,
it's really hard for him to get time off.
Okay.
Let's cut to Jake just pulling off an undershirt, just drenched in sweat, reading the starter set.
Is anyone else's throat? It's so small.
Julia comes in. She's like, "You're on page 3."
I'm glad we're talking at least.
Cooter is the only
It
character
will make
that
me
does,
really happy.
the only character in the campaign that does XP leveling. Yeah.
He really deserves it. God, imagine just like
God
coming
bless
home from your big battle, like you came, like you returned to school at the end of like a really good summer.
Yeah.
Well, what's fun is like,
Damn, you got to glow up.
for Cooter, he can go home to his wife and say, I'm level 7, and that means something. But if I go home to my wife and say that, it's fucking pointless.
Babe, we leveled up.
Yeah.
Over your shared grave for that conversation.
Oh, that's so
We are
cute.
gonna be buried together.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna get a
We should all
natural
do a Naddpod plot.
Yeah, we should.
That's
Whoever
a great
dies
idea.
first, the other people get buried alive with them.
Let's all do natural burials though, so lots of cool things grow from our funky corpses.
Sweet.
Can we not have a mausoleum? I kind of wanted a mausoleum. I know it's
Okay,
bad for the
you know what?
Whoever dies first gets to decide.
How about I'll do a natural
We'll kickstart
burial
a
and
mausoleum.
I'll do a natural burial and my body will make all the funky trees that shade your expensive mausoleum.
Wait. I got a better idea. How about this? We do a mausoleum, but with an atrium in the middle, and we plant our bodies in the atrium. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so the
But-
mausoleum is sort of like
The
shaped
mausoleum is a
like
cat
square.
mausoleum.
It's a cat
we just
mausoleum.
fill it with all our
That's where all the
goddamn
cat skeletons
Ooh,
go.
we should
Dozens of cats.
mummify all of our stray cats when their time comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just a cat mausoleum, and then us as trees in the middle. This is beautiful.
This is a Patreon stretch goal, is what this
Yeah.
is.
So we're gonna kickstart the cat mausoleum.
Yeah. At 15,000 subscribers, we all get buried together and
Yeah.
with your cats.
And and your spouses aren't allowed.
Wow.
Okay. Well, all right.
Makes sense.
Unless they want a guest.
Yeah, they have to be on the show.
I mean, no, I think so. Whoever's in touch with Jill can just let her know.
She's not even gonna be at your funeral, man.
No, she'd definitely be happy if I died at this point.
She stayed in Mexico. You haven't seen her since.
And when I did that, you guys saw I was not wearing pants.
Yeah.
I'm wearing an adult diaper.
And the
I
only
also saw a bunch of outstanding bills in the background.
So Jill's been gone for a month now.
you've been subpoenaed by Jill's lawyer.
You saw my divorce
And then
papers and a
bills
microwave
for
dinner.
a bunch of different lawyers that you had consultations with.
And overdue notices from Old Navy.
I'll counter divorce you.
Yeah, that's true. Your old Navy card hasn't been paid. Just a letter threatening you will be able to buy no more Polar Tech fleeces until you pay this. Until
My
you settle
divorce
this account.
my divorce lawyer is actually a sales clerk at Old Navy. Tyler.
So shrewd.